look like the WNBA ratings is in a heap of trouble without Caitlin.
WNBA without Caitlin Clark remains an attraction that not many people want to watch.
Is going to massively affect the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark's quad injury didn't just sideline a star, it exposed a truth the WNBA wasn't ready for. The moment she missed a game, viewership dropped over 50%, ticket prices collapsed, and headlines started asking, is the league too dependent on one rookie? But this story doesn't end with Clark's absence, because while she heals, another star is catching fire and catching heat. Angel Reese is dominating on the court, but off it, she's battling critics, hate, and a media storm that won't let up.
Now, I'm here to tell you, ratings looked like it was going to be on the rise for the start of this season. That is until Caitlin Clark went down.
Caitlin Clark was ruled out with a left quad strain, not a career-threatening injury, but the impact? Devastating. Almost instantly, the energy around the league shifted. The same WNBA that had been riding an unstoppable wave of momentum hit a wall.
So as you guys can see here, it said WNBA TV ratings down more than 50% since Caitlin Clark injury. This is bad. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark absent due to a strained left quad has a significant impact on WNBA TV ratings. The league's TV ratings have declined with sidelined Caitlin Clark. Nationally televised WNBA viewership is down 55% in her injury, according to Nelson. Fever nationally televised games are down 53% since Clark injury, and it was at 1.8 million viewers averaged before her injury. Now it's down to 800,000 viewers average since her injury has happened.
Ratings tanked. The Fever's showdown with the Chicago Sky barely scraped 847,000 viewers, a brutal 53% drop from the 81 million who tuned in just a week earlier when Clark was lighting up the court. It was a jolt the league didn't see coming, a wake-up call heard across arenas and boardrooms. The WNBA, still carving out its place in the national spotlight, was forced to face the truth. Caitlin Clark isn't just a rising star. She's the heartbeat of the league. Her absence doesn't just affect one game, it shifts the entire landscape of women's basketball. The ripple effects didn't stop at a simple dip in viewership. They hit the league's finances like a tidal wave. Caitlin Clark wasn't just a player drawing eyes on TV. She was a full-on economic powerhouse. Wherever the Indiana Fever traveled, her games became must-see events, mini spectacles that turned ordinary arenas into buzzing, sold-out venues. Ticket prices weren't just rising. They skyrocketed to levels rivaling NBA playoff games as fans clamored to witness her electrifying play live. But the moment the news dropped that Clark would miss time due to injury, everything changed in an instant. Suddenly, the buzz evaporated, replaced by a sharp and painful reality. Ticket prices crashed. In Chicago, a city primed for a showdown between Clark and rival Angel Reese, resale ticket prices didn't just dip. They plummeted by a staggering 71% overnight. And it wasn't just Chicago feeling the fallout. In Washington, D.C., prices fell nearly 50%, turning what should have been a headline-grabbing matchup into just another game on the schedule, with less urgency and excitement. This dramatic shift isn't a coincidence. It's the undeniable proof of what fans and analysts are calling the Caitlin Clark effect. She doesn't simply bring fans through the doors, she transforms entire markets. She's a one-woman economic engine, generating millions of dollars in revenue and putting the WNBA on a path toward true mainstream recognition. For a league that's still carving out its place in the sports world, her impact goes far beyond the scoreboard. While Caitlin Clark was sidelined, the spotlight didn't disappear. It just shifted to another rising star, Angel Reese. The bold, unapologetic rookie from the Chicago Sky quickly found herself at the center of a storm she never asked for. On the court, Angel was making waves, crashing boards, locking down defenders, and proving she's a force to be reckoned with. But off the court, the conversation wasn't about her skills or growth. It was about everything else. The media fixated on her facial expressions, her style, and her fiery attitude, turning what should have been praise for her play into scrutiny of her personality. Critics labeled her overrated, and some even questioned her dedication. In a world where confidence, especially from black women, is often twisted into arrogance, the noise grew louder, drowning out the cheers. Angel Reese wasn't just navigating the challenges of a rookie season, she was fighting against a narrative that aimed to overshadow her true talent. But the backlash Angel Reese faces goes far beyond stats and highlights. She's not just another rookie out there trying to make her mark. She's become a symbol of something much deeper and more complex. Angel is unapologetically confident, fiercely vocal, and completely authentic. That kind of boldness, especially from a young black woman in the public eye, often makes people uncomfortable. The scrutiny Angel endures isn't just about basketball. It's about the way society views strong black women. Every grimace, every celebration, every word she speaks is dissected and debated, often through a harsh lens that ignores her talent and dedication. She's fighting against a narrative that tries to put her in a box, one where she's either too loud or too emotional. This relentless pressure can wear down even the toughest athletes, yet Angel stands firm, refusing to apologize for who she is or how she expresses herself. The challenges she faces aren't just physical or competitive. They're deeply emotional and mentally exhausting. The mental toll of having to constantly prove her worth beyond the court, while managing the weight of public perception, is enormous. For Angel Reese, every game carries weight beyond basketball. It's a fight for respect, recognition, and the right to be unapologetically herself. In a league that's still growing and learning how to embrace diversity, Angel's journey highlights just how much progress still needs to be made. But despite it all, she keeps playing with heart, resilience, and a fierce determination that inspires fans and challenges critics alike. What makes this moment in the WNBA so electrifying is the collision of two forces, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Both rookies, both extraordinary, but from vastly different worlds. Caitlin is the ratings magnet, drawing millions of eyes with her deep threes and clutch performances. Angel is the cultural force, commanding attention with her unapologetic presence and fearless voice. One shifts the scoreboard, the other shifts the narrative. Their rivalry may have been born in college, but now it's matured into something far greater. Together, they aren't just the faces of a new generation. They're rewriting the script on what it means to be a superstar in women's sports. They're not just playing the game, they're changing it. This isn't just a rivalry, it's a reflection of a league at a crossroads. Caitlin Clark's injury didn't merely sideline a star. It revealed just how much the WNBA still leans on one name to carry its momentum. It was a harsh reminder that while the league is growing fast, with sold-out arenas, and rising media buzz, it's still laying the foundation to truly sustain that growth. On the other side, Angel Reese's ongoing battle with public perception isn't just about criticism. It's about the exhausting reality of being a confident, outspoken black woman in a spotlight that's often unforgiving. She's not just judged for how she plays, but for how she talks, how she dresses, how she expresses herself. Together, their stories reveal a deeper truth. The WNBA is evolving, but not without challenges. And these two rookies are right at the heart of its growing pains and its progress. Yet through all the noise, all the pressure, and all the headlines, both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese continue to rise. Clark will recover, stronger and sharper, ready to ignite arenas again. Reese will keep grinding, proving herself not just with passion, but with performance. Together, they're doing more than chasing rookie honors. They're redefining the league's future. They're the spark behind the WNBA's biggest conversations, the reason new fans are tuning in, and the proof that people do care. In a league that's long craved the spotlight, these two are making it impossible to look away. And that's the kind of value you can't put a price on. So whether you're riding with Team Clark, backing Team Reese, or simply cheering for the rise of women's basketball, make no mistake, you're witnessing history unfold. This isn't chaos, it's evolution. This surge of emotion, debate, passion, and power, it's not a sign of trouble, it's the sound of a league leveling up. The WNBA isn't cracking under pressure, it's breaking through. And Clark and Reese, they're not just part of the story, They are the story. The revolution is here, and Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are leading the charge, one step, one shot, one headline at a time. The future of the WNBA is now, and it's unstoppable.